Hello there, this is Retro Spruce Gaiden, and this is the unpronounceable MAJYUUOU. It's a game on the Super Nintendo, the Super Famicom, the SNES, the SNES, the SNES. It is a horizontally scrolling platform action game with Japanese text on title screen, and it's 2025 soft garage. This game wasn't made in 2025. Here's an option screen with a golden lady with her eyes burnt out. That's very Christmassy, isn't it? This is a re-release of a game that came out in the 90s, which is incredibly expensive now. You'll be paying, maybe even thousands of pounds for this game. But they've re-released it twice in the last 3 or 4 years. And this is I think it's the 30th anniversary reprint edition. It's either 30th or 40th. I can't do the mathematics. But they re-released it this year, and they gave it a new front cover. The release that came out a couple of years ago had the same front cover as the original game. And here we have your character who gets immediately killed by some strange looking robot lizard beast, and there's, I don't know, the ghosts of a couple of Swedish women. I don't know what's going on there. Typically blonde, aren't they, Swedish people? The stereotypes strong in this video. My main character here looks a bit like Rambo, like John Rambo, crossed with Cody from Final Fight. He's got lovely blue jeans. There is a sky, what can only be described as a sky vagina in the background, and a ghost woman talking to me in Japanese, who's actually turned into some sort of fairy. This is the world map. We're now going inside the rocky structure, the floating rock castle, and we're going to sort of weirdly, I don't know, how would you describe the animation of the main character? He kind of runs along and it's like punching mid-air. It's a sort of waist rotation. He'd be quite a good dancer. Being chased by a giant worm down this corridor. That's creepy, isn't it? I think this game is well thought of, but incredibly rare, and it's got some notoriety because of some unusual graphical effects that it uses. Not typically unusual for a SNES, but just in general. It's kind of technically kind of adept in some areas, although as you can see the sprite animation and the sprite size isn't all that. It's a bit, well, piddly really. The main character here starts off being able to double jump, can do like a dive kick, and has a small firearm to dispense enemies with. The fairy lady does go and attack people for you, and it's all fine, and then things kick off a little bit later. So you have to do a bit of slog first with this character. The control is nice, it's nice and tight. You feel like you're in control at all times, with this character at least. Not so much about the transformations, we'll come on to that in a bit. Music here is okay. Music in general is quite reverby. It's got that SNES kind of feel to it. It's alright. The background, as you can see, is made up of incredibly tiny and detailed graphics. This spider's got a face. It looks a bit like Thing from Fantastic Four with the spider's legs. And this isn't that hard, but I'm going to make it look hard by not using any sort of brain power to avoid the dive bombing spider thing. Keeps getting me in his death grip. We're in a lift here, and the lift seems to have guts on it. It's just covered in guts. I don't know what lifts these people have been in their lives, the developers of this game, but it looks like they've been in some pretty nasty ones. Because games are, based on lived experience, aren't they? It's just killed me. It's taken a life, so I've got I had 3 lives, so I've got two hearts at the top of the screen, as you can see. There's a time limit. I don't know if the time limit ever comes into play. It seems sort of irrelevant, the time limit, but it's, they knew how to program a timer, so they utilised those skills to the fullest extent. The dive kick for this guy, never really use it. It's all about the handgun, which sounds like someone flicking a paper bag with their middle finger, like holding it open with their left hand and flicking it with the middle finger on their right hand. That's how they sampled that sound effect of that gun. This worm thing, I guess, is supposedly impressive because it's got like a squashy bottom. It looks a bit like something from Ghibli. Nausicaa with the space worms in it. This one's got an extender. He's got an extended mouth. Oh, he's creepy. He's soon dead though. Nice alpha effect. Yes, they've used all the Super Famicom effects. So being super rare, obviously people would overestimate this game's amazeballsness. It's like, you know, people who've got it are like, oh yeah, it's the most amazing thing ever. This is a fun, I'm not going to say it's a bad game, it's a good game. A diverting, platform-based shooting game. It's a bit less complicated than Castlevania in terms of level structure, or any Castlevania. I mean, even the first one is less complicated than that, really. It has a nice line in bosses, it has some badly drawn stuff in it, but also some whiz-bang visual effects. The gameplay is mildly irritating when you transform. I'm going to go into this room now, and I think I'm going to kill a boss. Yes, I'm going to kill a boss. It's got plenty of backgrounds. I mean, this is another new background for this level. It gets through a variety of locations, but what is that? It's like a bollock with chicken legs and a succubus stuffed in its noggin. What's that about, eh? It's got boobies as well. I don't know if you noticed that. Is it the only SNES game with boobies in it? Maybe. Disgusting. Right, this thing here, this red, green and blue thing, you shoot it when you get the colour that you like, and then that egg transforms you into a creature with which to do the next level. And each of the creatures has a different power. And now this dragon guy here fires a nice big chunky fireball, and like that. And he's got sort of a charge shot, which is multiple dragon heads. And he can do like a slide along the floor kind of move, which is fine. Yeah, he's poorly animated. But you have to, in Mega Man style, match the character to the level. Not so much on this one, this level's not that difficult. I'm going to make it look harder than it actually is by dying multiple times, but it's not that difficult. You can do it with any of the characters that you get out of that egg. There's a nice feature here where, see that corpse? You can get energy out of that corpse by drinking its blood. Lovely stuff. Refilling your energy bar. Yeah, so it's got some weird features in this game. It's like a post-apocalyptic kind of... It's like hell's taken over Earth. This looks like a garden of hell. It's got some parallax, it's got some decent graphics. Yeah, it's a SNES game. It's certainly a SNES game. Is it worth all the notoriety that it's got? Potentially not. Is it a decent game? Yes, it is. Is it worth the thousands of pounds you need to spend for an original copy? No. Is it worth getting the repro for, I don't know, say 60 to 70 quid it'll cost you on import? Potentially, if you like this sort of thing, maybe. I mean, even in Japan, this reprint is the equivalent of about 45 quid, so it's not a cheap game to buy in Japan. And I don't really know if it's worth the cash, to be honest. But it is a curiosity, and you're not gonna... I mean, if you haven't got 45 quid to pay for this repro, you're not going to have the thousands of pounds to pay for the original copy, are you? Absolutely not. tell you what, if I'd spent £1,000 on this game, I'd have been very disappointed. It's got some nice graphical effects, don't get me wrong. There's like a worm on this stage, which, you know, is impressive. It's got lots of segmented body parts and it moves very fluidly. Oh yeah, it's 16-bit alright. But you know what? It's not a terribly exciting game. It's a good game. Not exciting. Yeah. Anyway, we walk along here, we shoot more blobs. They explode with some weird explosions. Notice how the music cuts out when the sound effects play. That's slightly irritating. This dragon character seems to be the most powerful one, but the most cumbersome. So there's like, I'll let you find out for yourself if you play. Download the ROM, isn't it? Just download the ROM. Play for yourself. But there's a guy who sort of shoots scythes. He's a bit skinnier, a bit more nimble. And what's the other one? I suppose it's something sort of in between this. I can't remember off the top of my head what it is because my memory's playing tricks. Let me think. There's a green one, a red one, and a blue one. What's the other one do? Don't know. I haven't completed this game yet. I haven't had this game for very long. Like I said, this is the recent reprint. I'm playing it here for your delight and delectation, just to let you know that it's around. I will spend time to complete this game, and like I said, in Mega Man style, you've got to pick the right character for the right level, I feel. The dragon's not a particularly good fit for this level. The guy that was a good fit was the scythe guy, I think. I can't remember why. Because I'm not playing this game as I'm talking, I'm watching a video of me playing it, and I recorded it a little while ago. This worm thing's pretty impressive though, isn't it? Like, got animation, sort of treasure-like. I suppose it's a bit alien soldiery, but not as bombastic. The music on this is hilariously low-key, this boss encounter. Keep winding around the screen. There's no energy bars for these mid-bosses, and it's irritating because you can't tell when it's about to die. I always feel like that one in particular is not, you can't avoid any of his attacks. I do feel like there are unavoidable attacks by some of these enemies, and that is irritating for someone like me who likes to avoid getting punched in the face by devil-faced plants, for instance. Let's get some energy back from this fairy lady. There you go, lovely stuff. Eating her corpse for gains. It's nice pastely colours though, isn't it? That's what the Super Famicom's good at. Load of pastely colours. Get the blue eggs to get energy back. Lovely stuff. We've got a worm in a tree. I'm a worm in a tree, yeah. I like eating bugs. I don't know what's going on here. I'm deliriously tired. It's been a long old Christmas. Right. Shoot some more worms. Get in the house. Get in your house. You blue buck. And then we got some Mode 7 effects. We've got a giant eyeball that rotates but doesn't animate in any other way. It fires a strong laser at you. Oh, strong lasers in the face. You don't want one of those, do you? Absolutely not. If anything, if you do want a laser in the face, you want it to be weak enough to not do any damage. You don't want a strong laser in the face. Absolutely not. This appears to be an eyeball inside a mouth, which is the worst place for an eyeball. It's going to get munched, isn't it? Or maybe it's just the eyelids. It's eyelids with spikes on them. Creepy. What a creepy game. Oh, he's lasered me to death. That's unfortunate for Dragon Boy. Right, let's try again. The respawn points were okay in this. I don't mind starting just directly from where you died, but if you die in the level, like outside of this room, you will do the whole level again, which is fairly irritating, I suppose. But dying at the boss just puts you back at the boss, which is appreciated by me at least. Yeah, you got a charge shot, yeah? Like a charge shot there, like an R-type style charge shot. This one fires blue dragon faces. Lovely. The picture on the box is nice. The instruction manual on the repro, or the re-release, whatever you want to call it, is it's illustrated. It's in full colour. That's cool. In general, it's kind of a nicely, I suppose, designed product. It doesn't have the quality, well, it doesn't feel the same quality as original Super Famicom games. It's got that usual thing where the manual feels a little bit cheaper, and the box feels waxy in some way because of the way that they make boxes these days. It's kind of the way it's printed is a bit odd, but it's got a plastic tray in it, and we all love plastic trays for Super Famicom games. Oh yes, sir! So that's an unpronounceable horror platform game, which is incredibly rare and has had 2 re-releases in 3 or 4 years, and the re-releases are now expensive. It's fun. I've had fun with this. It's bafflingly expensive on the original release. I can see why it didn't sell many copies when it first came out, because it's not really anything special. But don't say that to collectors, because they'll go fucking mental. They've spent like £3,000 on multiple copies of this game. Look at that eyeball flying around the screen there like a crazy bastard. Ha! Anyway, there's one boss after this eyeball. It's quite an impressive looking thing, I suppose. Nothing's particularly impressively kind of animated in terms of like frames of animation, but it's fluidly animated, let's put it that way. And then that's it. That's the whole thing. So I just thought I'd give you a look at it. I mean, generic potentially, but you know, it exists, so we'll give it that. We'll give it the fact that it's a physical item that exists in this realm that we call the third dimension. And I will bid you farewell and a Happy New Year! Alright then, Surah!